This is the tree. This is the tree.
This is the tree we planted.
Hey, there's a nest that rests in the tree planted.
And 1, 2, 3 eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted.
And this must be the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted. Look at that squirrel with the thrashing tail, raised by the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted.
You hear the kits, they speak in well, calling a squirrel with a thrashing tail. That raised by the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests we planted. I see a hawk with feathers pale, eyeing the kits that squeak and wail, calling the squirrel with the thrashing tail that raced by the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted.
Here comes some jays in your blue trail, scaring the hawk with feathers pale, that eyed the kids that squeaking well, calling the squirrel with the thrashing tail, that raced by the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted.
I spied a spider on silken silk, sought by the jays and zoomed over the trail. That scared the hawk with feathers pale, that eyed the kids and squeaking well, calling the squirrel with the thrashing tail.
That raced by the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted.
Yikes, that lizard with the leaf green scales ate the spider on the silken cell. That slid past the jays that zoomed over the trail, that scared the hawk with the feathered pales. That eyed the kids that squeaked and wailed, calling the squirrels with a thrashing tail. That raced by the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted.
Look, a walking stick as thin as a rope, a scarlet tanner eating a snail, a butterfly with wings so flame, a woodpecker pounding like a hammer on nail. Listen to the owl from down in the hill, all the day of tree. We planted this tree, we planted this tree, what do we see? Nest, eggs, robins, squirrel, kids, hawk, jays, sparrow, lizard, raven, stick, anger, snail, butterfly with a flower.
So many lives are part of the tree, all part of the tree we planted.
me, guys.
Hey, you guys ought to go to Morgantown on Saturdays after we win a game. I'm a big Mountaineer fan. I just must say I was impressed.
Well, hey, my name's Chris Neal. I'm with the Summersville Forestry Council. There's a couple more of us here. I'll introduce them in a minute. But why are we here today? Arbor Day?
Yeah.
Man, you guys are so quiet. You sing loud. Why are you so quiet now? So what is Arbor Day?
Celebrate trees.
Yeah, trees good? Yes, sir. Trees good? What are trees good for?
Absorbing carbon dioxide.
Yeah? So we kind of need them, don't we? Kind of need those? So the Forestry Council, we help celebrate Arbor Day. We're a Tree City, USA. You guys know what that is? Probably not. Hadn't really thought about it, have you? So for 17 years, the city of Summersville, we monitor all our trees in town. So any tree that's on city property around, we've got an inventory of that. So we know what's there. So we look at it as an opportunity to help the environment, help the city. It looks good, helps us all breathe. We all survive better, so it's a healthier community. So that's part of what we do. And the other part is help you guys celebrate Arbor Day. It's a big thing for us, especially all us tree people. We like this kind of thing. So we've got a couple of different things to do. We got some guys here from Mon Power to help us out. We got the Forestry Council here. We got the Division of Forestry. So we're kind of going to kick it over to a couple of them. I'm going to kick it over to Jack Spencer and Cole Kenneth. They're going to talk about some of the benefits of trees from the Division of Forestry standpoint. Jack, got the floor. Go.
How are you guys today? Good. Got a little something to ask you. How many people here either know somebody that logs, works on a tree company, drives a log truck, or your parents actually do that? Stand up. Okay. See how it look here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Tree. Okay, y'all sit back down now. My point to this is we need these trees. We have to take care of trees. Trees take care of us. Do you know when you breathe, you give off something called carbon dioxide. Trees take that carbon dioxide and they use that to produce oxygen for us to breathe. Right? You understand where I'm going?
Yeah.
Okay. Trees provide us shade. They provide us homes to live in. There's an enormous amount of products that we use out of trees. Anybody in here ever have a garden? You know what a garden's like at home. Okay, pretty well everybody. What happens when those plants in the garden get too ripe? They turn bad, right? Okay. These trees out here in the city, they're managed. They're managed really close. People like Mr. Neal, Mr. Bostic, Mr. Bale, some of these folks, they take care of these trees to make sure. And then sometimes we have to come in and have somebody to basically do, we'll call it surgery, to remove a bad tree and plant a new one. So actually harvesting trees, if it's done right, is not a bad thing. Because once the tree gets so big, it's like a tomato. It starts going back downhill. And that tree that growed up and so big and beautiful doesn't do anybody any good. So we have to use those resources we have to our advantage. Logging's not always bad as long as it's done right. I'll give it over to Mr. Cole and he can talk to you about planting a tree. Mike, thanks for your time.
Planting trees. I'm not very well prepared. I just heard about this probably an hour ago. So, when it comes to planting trees, there's different ways well, depends on the tree too, that you can go about it. Some come bare roots, some come in pots or in burlap sacks. I believe the ones we have are in burlap. Yeah, and those ones are a lot easier than bare root because you have to worry less about damaging the roots. So you don't have to dig as deep and big of a hole, and it's easier to plant. Yeah.
The thing about the trees, another thing, you want to have the hole bigger than the root ball. You don't want to have your roots, you want to have your roots going down. You don't want to have roots sticking up when you plant it. You want everything either flat out or laying down. Because if your roots are sticking up, it'll die. There's a lot of work in planting a tree and making it right. Mr. Montour, guys, do y'all want to help out with this talk on planting a tree?
Sure. We're gonna go outside and plant trees in a little bit too.
You give your spiel on planting a
I'll be
tree.
glad to. My name's Todd Rickleman. I'm the forestry manager for Montour. I have a couple guys with me today from our company. Tyler Carr, Andrew Bales. Okay, I think Andrew was actually in this school years ago. He just told me about that earlier today. So, and I think his mom taught here for a long time. So, anyway, we do maintain trees. And what do you think the biggest reason an electric company has to maintain trees?
Keep my power on.
So trees won't fall down and hit electric.
So they won't fall down and hit, so they won't grow up into it. That's the biggest thing I'm concerned about with tree planting, is plant the right tree in the right place. Okay? So
Don't
if you are
plant
going
close to the power line.
yes, please don't plant them too close to our lines or we'll have to maintain them. We have to trim them, may even have to remove them. Nobody likes power outages, do you? I don't like them either. I'm actually the first one that calls when my lights go out. I'll be the first to admit. I want it back on as soon as I can get it back on. Well, our job really is to maintain the trees so we can keep the lights on. All right? So plant the right tree in the right place. That's the biggest thing I would tell you. Make sure before you dig that hole, we'll do that over here today. Look up. Make sure there's no power lines up there or anywhere close. Okay? Very good. I do have 2 books, and I can't take credit for this at all. We've been down here now several years helping with the Arbor Day celebration. We really like coming here. I plan, as long as I'm the manager, to continue coming down here, at least somebody from our company. I had mentioned to the Ohio Edison forestry manager that we come to an elementary school every year. Well, she does the same thing. She's in Ohio. And she told me, so again, I can't take credit. She said, I buy books and I present a couple different books to the school that I go to, and they can put in their library, and it's just something for the kids that they can check out or read or whatever. I've got 2 books that she turned me on to. Could you plant a tree? Sounds like Dr. Seuss, doesn't it? No, you're right. And then this one here, I can name 50 trees today. So I looked through this one. I knew most of them. I can't say I knew them all. Okay? Whole bunch of trees out there. So biggest thing I would tell you, make sure you plant in the right place. Look up. Make sure there's no power lines over top. So we don't end up having to maintain them to what? Keep the lights on. Okay? We'll have some fun today, hopefully, if the weather cooperates, and we'll plant a few trees outside. So that's all I have. I do have a couple books that present to somebody.
Thanks, Todd. So he said, what was the second book? What would it say?
I can name 50 trees.
Yeah. So how many different kinds of trees grow right here in West Virginia?
Pine tree?
How many? How many different kinds?
100.
Whole bunch? Ooh. She said 100.
50.
50?
80.
265? 365?
110.
There's 90 tree species that grow in West Virginia. Now, that's the ones that just grow out on our landscape right now. Now, if you go to a nursery, there can be hundreds, maybe it is that 365, because they can graft different trees together and make what we call hybrids. If you go look at some of the fruit trees, you guys go to Lowe's or a nursery around, there'll be different kinds of fruit trees. Those are developed by people doing different things with different kinds of trees, grafting them together. So there's all kinds of that stuff out there. So being Arbor Day, when you guys go home this evening, what do you guys do when you go home? You go outside? You really? All of you go outside? All you guys go outside? Well, how do you know what's out there if you're not going outside?
Man, you gotta go outside, that's where the fun's at.
So for today, when you get home, it's probably gonna be raining. So you'll use that excuse, but does a little bit of rain hurt you? Probably not. So when you go home today, I challenge all of you to go outside and find 5 different trees. I didn't tell your teachers this, but Monday you need to come back in and give them 5 different trees. So whatever kind, you can make something up. They won't know either, but just make up 5 trees. But you got all weekend to do it. So again, trees are healthy, right? Trees are good for us. As Mr. Jack said, we got to do things to keep them healthy and do that, right? Well, let's go. You guys good to go outside now? Yeah. Think we're good? Oh yeah, posters. Y'all didn't worry about the posters, did you?
Yes,
Really? I was just gonna skip that part. So, all right. Brian, Kane, you guys want to come help? Probably teachers need them too.
where are they?
I'll give y'all a little side spiel. You know how everybody has Xboxes and likes to play that stuff?
Yeah.
There's as much fun and enjoyment outside in the woods than there is in an Xbox any day of the week.
All right, guys. Couple people here today. Brian Bostick sits with me on the Forestry Council Board. A couple of guys couldn't make it today, so I hired in my helper, Kate, which is my daughter. So she was your guys' size one time. When she was real little, it got me kind of involved with, is trees good, trees bad? So I kind of got involved with the schools coming around talking about it. So it's, as Jack said, trees are very important for a lot of different reasons, and everybody's got a different idea on that, and it's all right to have ideas. So me and Brian and a couple other people around, that's how we feed our families. We're in the tree business. So we do a lot with trees. How many things, give me 5 things that's got wood in them that you wouldn't think's got wood in them.
Parmesan cheese.
Yep. Maybe. Yep. So, how many of you brushed your teeth this morning? I hope everybody raises their hand. Okay. So those that didn't brush their teeth this morning, you didn't get to use toothpaste. Is there wood in toothpaste? Ah, yeah. How about, who all chews gum? Is there wood in gum? Think so? Maybe I'm tricking you. There is wood and gum. There he is. So there's a lot of things. Like you guys sitting on those metal chairs. They feel like wood? Yes. Wrong. You gotta have wood to make metal. So So wood's in everything around. So just when you walk out and see that tree that's good for us for, like we're celebrating Day for Arbor Day, it's good to breathe with. It's also really kind of keeps us alive in many, many different ways. So think about all that. Challenge you to look at the trees this weekend. I'm gonna kick it over to Brian, and he's gonna kind of talk about these things that y'all said you worked on it. How about it, Brian?
Hey, you guys and girls did a fantastic job on all the posters. It was hard deciding the first, second, third place winners, but we do have a few of these picked out here. I'm going to start with our third place winner, which is right here. Whose poster is this? Good job. Go ahead. All right. Second place here. Who drew this poster right here?
Davy Sales.
You stay here too. All right. And our first place poster right here. We also have a most creative right here. It's going to be this poster here. We have the person who drew this. Come on up.
You want in the
Pictures. Yeah.
You guys want this one too? I'm gonna get one for Forestry Council just for that. We want one more. We want one for Forestry Council. That way we can put it up down on the wall in the city building. Thank you guys. Congratulations. Thank you guys. Nice job. Nice job.